Dale Gribble definitely knows about Nancy and John Redcorn. Set aside the obvious deliberate irony that the conspiracy theorist in the entire show has a conspiracy going on in his house that he can't identify. Dale's foundational personality traits are weak, untalented, and afraid. How does this play into what I consider a fact that he definitely knows is that the guilt that Nancy has for this betrayal, for her infidelity, is she takes care of him unequivocally. His business doesn't do anything. As a matter of fact, it's probably in the red, and she probably foots the bill for a lot of his business, from the van to the decorations of the van, as far as the bug upside down, to the the sprays that he uses and things of that nature. If you're familiar with the term "you protest too much," I think that it plays into the irony, of his suspicion, but he definitely, goes way too far talking about how great his marriage is. So much so that it's almost like he's trying to convince you that he doesn't know about it when he really does. I think that it works to his benefit that she takes care of him and his son, John Redcorn's son, but his son. That he even comes out and says that he knows it's not his son. He knows. Now he says that it's an alien, but he knows that's not his kid. It's entirely too oblivious. They get to the point where they don't even try anymore to hide it from him. Now, I've always maintained that it was about protecting Nancy. When John Redcorn gets to the point where he realizes him and Nancy ain't getting back together, and he wants to have a relationship with his son, and he doesn't blow up her spot, I'm like, why are they protecting this woman? But I really feel like it's more of a protection of Dale. People, including John Redcorn and his wife, see Dale as this weak little person who can't handle even that much information, and that's deliberate, and it maintains his style of life. Nobody is checking for Dale. Dale don't have no recourse to a divorce. He's not going to find anybody else. And before you start talking about that woman that was also a exterminator, I can assure you that if you play that out in your head and you say that they end up getting together, eventually she's going to realize that he's not talented, that he can't take care of himself, and she's not going to do what Nancy was doing. She's not going to take care of him. By Dale playing the stupid person who doesn't know that his wife is obviously cheating on him, he gets out of the situation the ability to live a life of retirement. He gets to sit around all day, do whatever he wants, spend money on whatever he wants. They're never in any kind of dire straits when it comes to finances. He's able to buy whatever he wants. Remember when he bought that lawnmower, that brand spanking new lawnmower, like out of the blue? Them things ain't cheap. And essentially they have like one income, because John Redcorn ain't paying child support. If you're Dale, it makes sense. Once you get past the idea of this guy having sex with your wife and having a baby and realizing she's going to do that and there's nothing you can do about it, but what can you get out of it? It makes so much more sense that he definitely knows. He just plays the part so he can live the life of comfort and ease.